Akatsuki, or the left people of Akatsuki, that Obito took over. Because Obito explained everything except all the Madara parts. They're raising an attack against the One-Tails, which Naruto has. So it's going to be all the other Akatsukis attacking Naruto, which would leave Obito, zombie duo. So 1, 2, 3. Who else would be there? Dobby, not Dobby, but you know, the exploding dude, and this other sand dude that has the puppets. It's 5. Who else would it be? Zombie duo, that means 2. Obito, those 2, Shushui and all them. I think 5 of Katsuki's left, because the Pain's left and all that, and that's a huge chunk of them. Which we only seen like 9 Katsukis altogether, but they didn't know of the other 6. I'll say Obito put the Genjutsu on the girls, so that would make 6 of them. 6 Akatsukis. I'm not sure if that's her Gekkei Genkai, or if that's a jutsu that she learned. But I'll just say it's a Gekkei Genkai because because if I go by because she can turn her water into, or turn her body into paper. That weird ability of the, oh yeah, I'll say Karin, Jugo, and the water dude joined the top Katsuki to find the swords and to get away from Orochimaru. But I'll say Orochimaru, so that'll be 9. And Orochimaru came into Jugo's seal, would be 10 because he wants to get the eyes, and this is the best way to, because there's a whole bunch of eyes with them. And Sasuke's ability is to teleport, or no, yeah, his is the same, but I also give him a different ability. Oh yeah, I gave him poison. So I'll give him a kind of he had teleportation abilities, so he has all the pains, or all the paths and all that. I'll give him the ability to turn himself invisible, I guess. Completely invisible, untraceable. And, you know, Itachi, the ability with his eye to turn invisible too, but to give him the ability to activate something different. I don't know. Oh yeah, they both have the ability to create different Susanos, like multiple Susanos. I'll just give him the ability to see through the world, like in a huge battlefield, like 360 degrees around him, looking at himself. And anywhere he could see through, covering his eye pretty much, he can spawn a Susanoo and control it perfectly without being in the battle. And so can Sasuke. So yeah, this is where I'm going to leave it off. Goodbye. Sasuke and Itachi covering their eyes. Naruto's eyes always been like that. Everything like that. First time Kakashi's eyes is black and he can transform them. Sakura, pretty much the same looking, nothing really different. But I'll say they all have, but they do have amped up chakra a lot more than normal. Because the tail, their beast inside of them, I won't remember all their names, but if I remember them, I kind of made up some, only made up one, but how to say, they're partners, how about that? They're partners chakra because they're not sealed away. So they feel like a tail beast chakra emanated from them. and even more from Sasuke and Itachi and all that. But yeah. So yeah. Naruto has black arms on and legs coming up, but the rest of his body's white with when he's Sharingan. Instead of the short spiky hair, he has long hair. And his horns seem to be, instead of grown straight out, they seem to be folded on his side, is how his horns look like now. Making him looking like a short-eared bunny, how they're curled up and stuff. But yeah, he does have the ring on his eyes, which those ones, I'll say, the time stop ability on them is different. I'll say they can make an orb of time stop whenever somebody comes close to them and he puts it around them, or hit them with a reverse ability and stuff like that. So yeah. So he pretty much already is gonna fight him and beat him up. But because they don't do the bell test again, this is whenever they go to the third Hokage or the fifth Hokage and the third Hokage talking and they say to them that the Akatsuki will be targeting the village because of the One Tails being here and the Nine Tails, and they're most likely gonna come here with a full assault. So when they come, they're getting prepared for a whole war with, I say, the Akatsuki's going to try to gather up all other tail beasts and all that. And I'll say that's the word and stuff. So they get sent to the village with the two tails. Or I'll say they have word that the two tails has been taken to the three tails, I mean. So they're going around. But yeah, they go there. And it's a whole squad of, I'll just say it's just Team 7 there. Because if there's any more news coming up, they would send the others. But they're coming there. But whenever they get word of it, they have to go to the Land of Fire. So they get to the Land of Fire, meeting the person with some Nine Tails chakra in them, not the full, which Naruto feels inside the dude. Because the dude accused him to be the grave robber of the area and all that. But they get took to the temple while Naruto noticed people look at him and that this other dude that has part of the Nine Tails and put into him, or Nine Tails chakra put into him. And he says that to him, saying that you have some of the Nine Tails chakra put in yourself and all that. And he's like, how do you know about that? And that's when he says that actually I hold the Nine Tails and the One Tails with me right now and all that. But they're going through, all these graves are getting robbed and they know where the next one is. So they're going to this area and we meet this dude that can use like bubble ability, I forget which, and they're doing all this and a whole attack happens with somebody using earth style, it seems like, but it's really advanced. And whenever there's holes, I'll say Naruto is attacked by the girl that can see chakra from a kiss. And he's dodging her, and she's saying that you're rare because you have all chakra natures. And he says, yeah, I know that. There's other people like that in my village. She goes to kiss him, but instantly she gets overflowed by chakra because his normal chakra is really strong. and there's also Shinkaku mixed in there, would make her come back, and that's when he would use his Rinnegan's ability and see where the chakra's going from, and he sees the air, with him using Shinra Tensei, ripping it off of her and saying, wait, not Almighty Pool. Is it Shinra Tensei? Yeah, it is. I just so used to saying it, I forget which one's names. But that's why he activates. The girl comes over, I'll say, with trying to claw him and stuff. And that's when he smacks her pretty much to the side. He says, fireball jutsu, throwing in the air, burning it. And the girl shriveled up. And that's whenever another hair appears with a different chakra nature. She's throwing water styles and stuff at him, but that's whenever he says, oh my, universal push. Pushing in the way around him. That's when he says useless, and that's whenever he says enough. This time absorbing the chakra and shooting it back at her, twice the damage. And stuff like that. And he says, do you have enough? She says no. And that's when she goes flying towards him. That's whenever he takes his Rinnegan in his hand and hits her in the face, putting in a time stop, taking her hair out, and burns it completely, killing her pretty much. That's when you skip to Sasuke versing the dude. That dude can do the painting, but he can see where the person's going, and he's switching places with stuff. Till I'll say he throws a kunai. Dude catching it, says, you thought you can hit me? And this is where he would switch places with that. And he would take his hand, and he would grab him in the throat, doing 3 hand signs in his hand, saying poison release, poison palm, or poison blood, without say him having little knives on the ends of his fingers, stabbing into the back of his neck, using his jutsu to pour poison in him. This will make his blood veins will pop up, and eventually him to die and his veins to pop. That would change the earth style back because he used that jutsu to make it more advanced, and now it's just the earth style user left. And the other dude with the weird ability to shoot back. And he's talking to the dude with part of the Nine Tails chakra in him. He tells him to fight. And that's when we feel birth to chakra. And that's whenever Naruto would go over there because he's already done. Everything's down with the 3 dudes there. With Kakashi, I'll say, activating his twin wolves and saying combine jutsu, where he would shoot the wolves at him, saying fire burst, with the other one turning to fire, other one, and he's saying lightning drill, turning to lightning, and they hit the dude with the earth and shock him and burn him into a big flare. That's whenever taijutsu battle would go against the dude with the staff against Naruto. And Naruto's taijutsu is the same exact taijutsu of the otsutsuki. That seems to be different than most fighting style because it's not based off the Hyugas, because they have the Byakugan, most of them do, but he's palming them and kind of striking with his fingers. But the dude tries to hit him with the staff, which breaks on him. And it goes completely off. He's like, what? He takes his hand. He taps him, making an orb of stop time. And that's when he takes the staff and shoves it through his heart. with the other dude freaking out with his tail beast mode, pretty much. That's when he would attack Naruto, because Naruto would have the other 9 tails, or actual 9 tails in the chakra, which he would have more chakra. So I'll say of the 9 tails, because it was a full 9 tails, I'll just say so. So he would have more, so he would actually turn into that 9 tails with like no fur or anything. Go attack him. Naruto would pretty much stop time completely everywhere. Go up. And I'll say cut his arm off, with it flying off whenever he resumes time, with his sword glowing red completely. And him reaching his hand up, use Almighty Pull, grabbing it, turning it into chakra completely, with him making a tiny beast kind of looking thing, because he's able to make pretty much mini tail beasts anytime he wants. And he would, because it would turn into a mini 9 tails, but it doesn't look cute or anything, it looks like an actual tiny fox of the 9 tails. It would shoot a Biju bomb at it, hitting in the chest, blasting it back, because it is still a Biju bomb, but like a small version. That's whenever Naruto, the one would shoot a Biju bomb with Naruto absorbing it in his hand and sending it back with 2 times the force, exploding it. That's whenever you see the actual main body, run up to him, stick his hand inside of him, and pull the 9 tails chakra out, turning into a actual tiny 9 tails, or a regular, like a big dog, or like a big fox 9 tails. And that's when he'll return the chakra to the 9 tails, because it's still rightfully his. And this is whenever they will go up to the 3 tails, and pretty much behind their back, the 3 tails would have been taken, and chakra would have been extracted from him. But this will give them more of a lead to where there's no, but they would know where they're at by having a tracker on him. Which a whole war is about to start, because that's saying they got the idea to make all these white zetsus, and that's too ahead of myself.